everybody. Um, we're going to go ahead and get started. I know I'm not there today, and you guys are all missing my fabulous jokes. We're going to go ahead and do scientific notation today. I have gone ahead and given the sub your homework. You can have half or all. It depends on your guys' behavior and how much effort you put into it. I've also left behind some review sheets for you, fractions and exponents, because those are things that we need to work on. So um, please be wonderful for the sub today. And you are not going to have guided notes today because I am not there. So we're going to try this via video. And I'm going to have the sub hand out your handouts first so that you can go ahead and use those as your notes today. Okay, so make sure you have the two scientific notation worksheets in front of you that I left for the sub today before we get started. Okay, so one of them says convert each number from real to scientific notation. That looks like this. The other says convert each number from scientific notation to real. That looks like this. So you should have two worksheets in front of you guys. And I'm going to take examples from them so that you have notes for your practice / homework tonight. I'm sure you guys are all just super duper stoked that I'm not there. Don't worry, it's all good. So let me go ahead and switch my screen so I can write for you guys. Oh, let me go get that back. Ah, there we go. Okay, so here we go. Your very first one, get out the first worksheet that says convert each number from real to scientific notation. Okay, and let's look at number 13. Actually, let's look at number 2 on that worksheet. Okay, it says 649.1. Okay, that's called standard form, regular number. Okay, so that's called standard form. That just means a regular number. Okay, they want it to be in scientific notation. So scientific notation, the rule is that I can only have one number to the left, one number to the left of the decimal, and 0 doesn't count. So those are numbers 1 through 9. Okay, so I really would like my decimal to be right there. Okay, so that was a really big dot. Right there. Okay, that was a really tiny dot. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite what we just had. So you want it to say 6.491, and then with scientific notation you're always going to say times 10, and then you're going to ask yourself, how many times did I move it from here to where it originally was? Well, that was 1, 2 places, correct? So that is 2 places to the right, and 2 places to the right on our number line would be positive. So we're going to say that we should move it 2 places to the right by putting a 2 exponent up on the top. Okay? And that's all there is to it. So let's go ahead and try another one. Let's look at number 13. 13, you guys always want to use that comma as a decimal. Okay, that is not a decimal. Okay, the decimal in this number is actually hanging out right there in the original spot. Okay, right there. Okay, so like I said before, we only can have one number to the left of our decimal, numbers 1 through 9. So what we really would like is our decimal to be right where that is. I have no idea what I'm doing with this pen. Okay, so that's where it is. This is where we would like it to be. So we go ahead and write our answer, and we want it to look like this. And we're going to scientific. So scientific always says times 10. And then if we were to count how many times we went from where we are now to where we were originally, we'd be going 1, 2, 3 places to the right. So that's a positive 3, so we put that 3 right there. And that's it. That's scientific notation. Okay, so let's go ahead and try a decimal. Actually, I'm going to have, why don't you guys do some window work? I'm sure everybody all of the adults there are pretty stoked about me asking you to do window work while I'm not there. But there are markers in the can up on my podium where I usually sit and stand. Mrs. McGee, if you would help them with that, that would be awesome. Let's go ahead and do window work. And let's do it for number 21 on their paper. So let's change the number 7,345 to scientific. So I'm going to let the sub go ahead and just pause me and come back to your seats when you're done, and we'll check to see how you guys did. So I'm assuming we did well. We wanted our decimal to be right there. Then we went ahead and said times 10. And then we asked ourselves, well, how did I get here? I had to go 1, 2, 3, because remember my original decimal is right there, not the comma, the decimal. So I needed to move it 3 places right, so 3 places right. Okay? Beautiful. Let's go ahead and try one more. This time let's do a decimal. So let's look at number 12. Actually, let's not look at 12. That one I have assigned you for homework. So let's look at number, I can hear Jacob right now. Aww. Let's look at number 15. Okay, so I have 0.0008873. So remember, zeros don't count. The numbers that I count for the left are between 1 and 9. So that means I really want my decimal to be right there. Okay, so I go ahead and I write that down. 8.8873. And we're going to scientific, so we say times 10. And then if I were actually going from where I am now to where I started, I'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 places. And this time I went left, and left on our number line is negative. So that's going to be a negative 4. Okay, so get out your second worksheet. This one is doing scientific notation to a standard number. So they're going to give you scientific notation, and you're going to put it as a regular number. So let's look at number 3. Number 3 says 1.182 times 10 to the negative second. Whoops. Okay, so this number right here tells me how many times I'm going to move my decimal. And if it's negative, I'm going to move it left. If it's positive, I'm going to move it right. So I come down here, and this is what I have. And I want to move it 2 places left. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and there's no numbers there, so I'm going to put a 0. So my actual answer is 0.01182. That was the original number before scientific notation. Okay, so let's try window work again. I know, I'm sorry, teachers. So window work, go ahead and try number 11. Number 11 says 2.441 times 10 to the 5th. I'm going to go ahead and have the sub pause me. You guys are going to go do this on the window and come back when you have finished it. Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys have come back, and this is originally what we had. This is a positive 5, so it tells me I'm going to move my decimal to the right 5 places. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 zeros in those humps. So my original answer was 244,100. What do you guys think? Okay, so you have more than enough time today, depending on how long it took you to get started, which who knows with you guys, to get your homework done. So if you get your homework done, give it to the sub. If you're going to lose it, give it to the sub. If you have Miss Frink, Jacob, and Hannah, and Tanner, and anybody else, give it to the sub, and she will hold on to it to me, and I'll give it to Miss Frink, or Miss Frink might come seeking it out. Either way, we'll get it to Miss Frink. I guess I should talk to you with my face, huh? So let me get back to my presentation here, so I can look you guys in the pretty old face eventually. Not sure. Oh, cancel? I'm not sure why my face is there. But either way, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Do your homework, and I will see you on Tuesday. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.